It is good, yo. It's your boy Todd back here with another video, and in this video today we're gonna be talking about how to build the perfect squad in NBA 2K23 My Team, no matter how much MT you have. Now, I think it's important to note with this that there are multiple ways to go about this, but I think this is specific to 2K. For example, the perfect squad and how to build it in My Team in 2K specifically is different because you need to build specific to the position. So for example, okay, I'm just going to give you a small example. If your starting point guard is Ben Simmons, what do you need at the shooting guard? Well, you need a shooting guard that can handle the ball and that can get you stops. For example, if your shooting guard is Ricky Davis, what do you need at the point guard position? You need a guy that's going to defend at a very high level, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Whereas if you're playing MLB The Show, it's not like, oh, since your catcher can't play good defense, your first baseman needs to have really good fielding. It's not like that, right? I mean, you kind of got to build your squad specific to 2K and how the game is played. Now, a couple of things I want to know. The most important thing I can tell you guys to do is to build a team that you're going to have fun with. So, back when I first started playing My Team, I basically specifically just played Triple Threat Online, okay? And if that's you, we're going to be talking about how to build your Triple Threat team. Me, I run one ball handler with two giants. And even if you don't have Yao or KP, what I would tell you to do, get Mark Eaton and get Arvydas Sabonis, and then get a shooting guard, whether it's Ricky Davis, whether you got, Andre Kirilenko, he can move and groove. Just get you a shooting guard or point guard that has decent height, but that can score the ball, okay? So that's what I would think about in Triple Threat Online. Get you just 3 good guys that can do their thing. Now, if you're playing My Team Unlimited, obviously not everybody's got 2 million, 3 million MT to build their squads like this. So what is important to think about? Well, the first thing is that you should not run anybody that is 6'4 or under. Now, why do I say 6'4? Well, 6'5 is the requirement to be able to standing dunk, which is really important on this game. And not only that, if you run anybody under 6'5, they are going to get mashed like crazy. I'm not just saying that to say that they're going to get mashed like crazy. So it is important to have height at every position. Now, why do I put Shaun Livingston with Tracy McGrady instead of Shaun Livingston with Billy Knight, right? Because honestly, T-Mac could be my primary ball handler with Ben Simmons. Well, the big deal is T-Mac's just got a little more height, right? Shaun Livingston's only 6'7", so if my backcourt was 6'7" and 6'6", be a little bit more rough. Whereas if I go 6'7", 6'8", that's a little bit better. Just something else to think about as far as everything is concerned. Now, again, a lot of how you build your specific squad has everything to do with play style. So if you're a big 3 hunter, okay, Ricky Davis is going to be an absolutely incredible option. And then at the 3, you're going to want to run like an AK Rudy, okay? If you're a big rim runner, maybe you want to think about picking Giannis up at the 3. Maybe you want to go with Jonathan Bender, a little more size, right? If you don't use the tray fade, stuff like that. You run to the rim, right? There's no real reason to run 3 hunting type of players. And instead of running maybe Shaun Livingston, maybe you should pick up a guy like Alperen Sengun to run as well, okay? Just something to kind of keep in the back of your minds. If you're trying to have fun with the game, you're going to want to have players that do indeed fit your playstyle. So for me, you won't see anybody under 6'5". Billy Knight's 6'6". He's my shortest player. But I can make up for this because how many teams do you go up against that has a player that is 6'8" or under? Whether it's Rudy, even AK at 6'9", Billy Knight could guard and compete against, right? I'm not just leaving Billy Knight out there against anybody. I'm putting him around people, Ben Simmons, Rudy, Taco, and KP, in which Billy Knight can guard their weakest offensive player, and I can just have fun with that, right? I can be just fine with that. You guys will not see me running this Isaiah Thomas. I know he's free and he's a dark matter. You're not going to see me run him. You're not going to see me run Dave. You're not going to see me run those type of cards because that's not building your perfect My Team, right? Obviously, the ideal situation with your My Team in building the perfect squad is you want a dynamic squad that can both play offense as well as defense, right? It's not just, I want the best defensive squad. No, you want a squad that fits you that is well balanced, okay? Not only that, guys, we got to talk about this a little bit further. Now, when building your perfect squad, diamond shoes and badges are important. Okay, shoes right now aren't super expensive. And what do I mean by that? Well, you guys should have a lot of shoes, and even if you don't, diamond shoe colorways aren't super expensive. And diamond shoe boosts are pretty cheap right now. Like the most expensive one you guys might find is like diamond 3-ball, but even this is cheap enough. So putting shoes on players is really important. And again, if we're building perfect squads, we got to talk about what's important. Well, having a good coach, right? That's where it all starts, okay? Before you apply shoe boost, you got to know it's your coach boost. Now, on this account, I got Monty Williams. On another account, I think I got this is a pace and space coach. I don't know what my other coach is for sure, but you got to balance it. So, for example, Sean Livingston already gets +5 speed, okay? And I know, or +5 3-ball. I know Floor General is impacted as well. So, if I'm to put a shoe on Sean Livingston, I'm not going to put it on the 3-ball, okay? I'm going to focus specifically on defense. Point guard, probably boosting the lateral quickness first, probably boosting, acceleration, maybe interior perimeter steal block, stuff like that for Sean Livingston. Now, for centers, it's a little bit different, right? They don't get that 3-ball boost. I didn't apply this shoe. 3-ball is important. Perimeter is important. Speed is important. Lateral quickness is important. Finding the diamond shoes that fit your positions in your squads as well as that fits with your coach is extremely, extremely important in my team. The other thing, badging out your players, but finding them already badged, because some badges are extremely expensive. Now, I'm going to kind of try to showcase this maybe if I can find a badge that is pretty expensive right now on my team. Like Gold Rise Up. I don't know exactly if this is going to be the perfect example or not. Right now, the cheapest is $6,500, okay? You max somebody out to gold, you're probably spending $20,000 on one badge alone, which is just ridiculously expensive. Limitless range, $5,000, probably $10,000 at least by the time you get it to gold. So when you are looking for players, when you are, thinking, okay, I want to get a taco, find one that's already badged, because otherwise you're going to spend a ton of MT badging out your players. But badges are what runs my team, right? SIGs, animation, height, obviously, badges run my team as well. To go along with that, when you're building your perfect squad, be careful of badging out guys like Sean Livingston, guys like Billy Knight, because they're free cards. You can't ever sell them. You can't ever get that back. So be careful badging them up, because let's say I fully badge Sean Livingston, and then we get like a really budget point guard and that ends up being better than Sean Livingston. I'll probably never use Sean Livingston again. And it's also important to know, does Sean Livingston really need any badges? No, just let him go out there and hoop. He doesn't need Rise Up. And so that's, again, something to think about. Be a little careful when applying badges to players, because MT is so important. Don't just go out there and throw your MT away, guys. Make everything you do with your squad calculated. Diamond shoes, badges, you want to have them on your squad to build, that perfect squad. But again, be careful before, applying shoes, applying badges to specific players. The last thing I want to talk about when building your perfect squad is Hall of Fame badges. This right here is the thing I use all of my tokens on, okay? And granted, I had a lot of Hall of Fame badges going into this. But when you look at my squad, T-Mac has 59. Yao has 29. Okay, Taco has 18. D-Rob has probably 40, right? This is what I saved all of my tokens on, and I use them on. If you think my team is going to come out with anything in the token market that is more valuable than these badges, I just think you're wrong. Okay, I think you're wrong. And this is the last thing I kind of want to emphasize to you guys. I'm not telling you guys to spend your tokens. If you want to save them, save them. But if you want to build a really, really solid squad, if you want to build that perfect squad, when you get a great player, you've got to maximize them. So, for example, when Dark Matter Yao comes out, if you have the funds, if you have the MT to get him, spend your tokens applying Hall of Famers to him. Okay, It's that simple. It's that easy. It's not like you have to spend that extra MT, right? To be honest with you guys, building the perfect squad all resembles having fun with the game, okay? And having fun with the game right now is being able to stop the Giants and Taco and Yao. So when I'm on a no money spend account, okay, and I can't afford Taco, I can't afford Yao, you got to get the guys that can compete with them. Whether that's Arvydas Sabonis, okay, for 50,000 MT or whatever he's going for. Whether that is Markieff. You've got to find a way to stop those type of players in my team. And so that's why you're seeing Markieff and Rand on my nobody spent. That's why on my nobody spent, you see Şengün at point guard. Because mashing runs the game. And the more you can stop your opponent from mashing, the more fun you're going to have with the game. So, I mean, again, right now, with the meta of my team, having fun, building the perfect squad, your point guard, you're going to want to play defense for the most part. Ben Simmons, Alperen Şengün, Magic Johnson, Draymond Green, Scotty Barnes. I mean, the list goes on and on. Your shooting guard, Ricky Davis, Billy Knight. I'd go as far as saying Karis LeVert, right? A really good budget option that can move and groove. Small forward, 3-and-D type of guy. AK can move. Rudy's really solid. Jonathan Isaac can get that job done. Jonathan Bender, even Poku can play at a high level. Power forward and center, you want guys that can compete at the highest level. So guys with decent height that can compete. So at the power forward position, yes, D-Rob, yes, Taco if you can get him. But even if you can't get those guys, there are some other options for you to look at running. You know, Cat is a decent option. Evan Mobley is decent as well at that power forward position. Giannis, Galaxy Opal if you can get him. And then at the center position, don't overthink it. Mark Ian, Arvydas Sabonis if you're no money spent. Obviously, if you have all the MT in the world, you have Hakeem, you can run him and guys like that. That's kind of my advice on how to build your squad in my team. You got to prioritize defense in this game. Otherwise, you're going to get mashed over and over again, and that's not fun for anybody. So all in all, guys, hopefully this video does help you out. Diamond shoes, badges, they're important, but again, try to find players that are already badged out, already with diamond shoes, so you don't have to worry about that. Build your squad around defense and height, and just do whatever you have to do to have fun. Let's say you're a big Portland Trailblazers fan, Damian Lillard. You can run him, but then around him, you're going to have to kind of build a lot of height, and just know he's probably going to get mashed a ton. But again, have fun with the game, guys. At the end of the day, we can't control how much content we get. We can't control what type of content that we can get. We can't control how well we build our team, not spending money on the game, and having fun. That's what we can control. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.